Hello, everyone. Welcome to week one of San Antonio College's dance summer camp. I'm really looking forward to having you do this camp along with me. It's going to be a lot of fun. Here's just a quick layout of what the semester will look like for the summer, and then more specifically what today's class will look like. So for the summer, the layout is going to be over an 11-week span of time. The first 5 weeks of this summer session, we will be going over the ballet genre and going through some basic technique steps for beginning ballet, and also learning a short choreographed number. For the second set of 5 weeks, we are going to have a jazz dance unit, and we will be going through basic jazz technique, doing a warm-up and a stretch at the end of class, and just learning some basic jazz technique steps, and as well learning a choreographed dance in the jazz genre. For that extra day that we have, we're going to stick that day in the middle. And for our 6th week, we are going to have a stretch and strength day. So that entire class for that week will be dedicated to us learning just various stretch and strengthening exercises to help you gain muscle and flexibility and balance. And these exercises you will see maybe sprinkled throughout some of our classes as part of our warm-up or cool down, and they're things that you can do just using your body weight, so you don't need weight or equipment to do them. So you're more than welcome to practice those steps outside of class to help you progress further along. So for today, we're starting off this week one with our ballet unit. So we're going to be going through some basic ballet steps. I'm going to walk you through the 5 positions of the feet and the arms, and then we're going to apply those to several combinations at the bar and in the center. So I'm sure many of you are in your home or in a space that is not a typical dance studio. So for this class, I would recommend that you have some sort of makeshift bar that you can use, something that you can hold on to. I'm going to be using this bookshelf here, just as something that you can hold on to help you keep your balance. You can, for the center work, you will need a little bit of space to move around. If you're on a carpeted surface, just be aware of that as you move, you want to be cautious about your footwork. If you're on carpet versus hardwood or tile, just be aware of your surroundings and your flooring, and be cautious of your movement in that way. All right, so for today's class, we're going to get started by walking through the basic 5 positions in ballet. So starting with first position, your heels will be together, toes are apart, and arms will be here in front. So this is your first position. Toes are apart as much as you feel comfortable. So you want this rotation to come naturally from your hip. So everyone's depth of turnout will be different. When your arms are in their first position, you want to make sure that the shoulders are down, the arms are rounded, and your fingers should be about in line with your sternum. So for second position, you're going to open up both the arms and legs, still keeping those feet turned out and those arms rounded here. So they're not in a straight T, they are rounded. And this is your second position. So same rules apply here. The legs are turned out from the hips, and the arms should be slightly in front of the body. So if I turn to the side here, they're slightly in front, not in line, just ever so slightly in front. And this is your second position. Make sure that the elbows are lifted as well and not drooping down. Third position, we're going to take the right leg and slide it in front halfway of that left foot. So my right foot here, my right heel, is covering the arch of my left foot. So it's about halfway across, and that is your third position of the feet. For your arms, my right foot is the one that's in front, so I'm going to take my right arm and put it up above my head and leave my left arm in that second position. And here is your third position. From here, we're going to move to fourth position. I'm going to take that front leg and slide it in front about a foot space between my feet. So if I turn to the side, you want to have about a foot, your own foot space in between those feet. And that foot just slides straight forward so that heel is in line with the arch of your back foot. And for the arms, you're going to take this left arm here, slide it back in front into that first position like we were in earlier. And this is your fourth position. The last position is fifth position. So I'm going to take this front leg and I'm going to slide it back to be in front of my left foot. It's very similar to third, but instead of the foot being halfway in front, it's going to be all the way crossed in front of that left foot. So it's my right heel and my left toe together. And for your arms, they're both going to be above your head, and this is your fifth position. Same rules here, keep those shoulders down, and they are ever so slightly in front, not directly above the head, but slightly forward. And this helps create a nice look of a frame around the body. And those are your 5 positions of ballet. Typically in ballet, you will find that the most common and popular positions are first, second, and fifth position. Third and fourth are used, but first, second, and fifth are the most common. And so for this class, that will be what we use most frequently. We're going to start at our bar, and we're going to start off with a combination known as pliés. Now, plié is a French word that means to bend, and we're going to practice that by bending our knees in first, second, and fifth position. I'm going to start with my left side at the bar, and I'm going to put my feet in first position, heels together. So for this combination, we're going to do what's known as 2 demi-pliés and 1 grand plié. So the first type of plié, a demi-plié, means half, and it means half bend. So I'm going to take my feet from first position. I'm just going to bend both knees and straighten. So from the front, it's plie and straight. So I bend my knees as far as I can without lifting my heels off the floor. So your demi-plie is as far as you can go while keeping the heels down on the floor. We're going to start by doing 2 of those. So we'll have demi-plie 1 and straight, 2 and straight. Then for a grand plie, grand means large or big, so we're going to do a large bend. And for this one, we are going to go all the way down to the floor, and your heels will come off. So going all the way down and all the way up. So from the front, that'll be all the way down and then all the way up. We want to get those heels back down to the floor as quickly as possible. After we do that grand plie all the way down and up, we're going to do what's known as a relevé, which means to rise. We're going to lift the heels off the floor and find our balance on the balls of our feet. And we're going to hold that position for 6 counts of the music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to lower the heels down back and first. And then I'm going to take my right side, take that foot out to the side and lower it into second position. So now I'm in the next position. And we're going to repeat this phrase again. 2 demi-pliés, 1 grand plie, and a balance. So in second position, that'll be bend and straight, bend and straight, then a grand plie, come up here. Now notice in that grand plie in second position, since our feet are so far apart, there is no need to lift the heels. So in second position, it is a rule that your heels remain on the floor for both the demi-pliés and the grand plie, okay? So 2 demi-pliés, 1 grand plie. Then we have our relevé. We lift our heels off the floor. We balance for 6 counts, lower the heels on the 7th count. And then I'm going to take this right foot, slide it in front into a 5th position on 8. We repeat the phrase again from 5th. Demi-plie and straight, plie and straight. Then a grand plie, coming up and straight. We have our relevé. Find your balance, hold it for 6 counts, lower the heels, Now to finish off this combination on the right side, we're gonna do some upper body work, which is known as a cambre. It means arched. And we're basically just gonna bend forward, try to get your nose to your knee, and then we'll arch back the other way. So to do a cambre, I'm gonna start with my arm in second, and I'm gonna bend forward, keeping my legs straight as I can. And notice my arm here, it's above my head in a 5th position. So I'm gonna have 4 counts to do this with the music. So I'm gonna go down 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'm gonna come back up with a flat back, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then I'm gonna repeat that to the back, arching back 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then back up 5, 6, 7, and I'm gonna close my arm down on 8. That'll be the end of your combination. So let's go back and I'm gonna add in the arm that is corresponding with your plies. So I'm gonna come back to first position since that's where we start. My arm is gonna start down in front of my body. This position right here is known as en bas. I can have both arms here. So for the beginning of this plie combination, there's going to be a 4-count intro to the music. So the music will say 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're gonna hold 5, 6, then we're gonna bring that arm up to first position, 7, and open it into second position, 8. And then from here is when we begin our plies. If you're familiar with ballet and plies, you're more than welcome to use the typical arm. But for today, if you're new to dance, we're going to keep it simple and just let our arm remain in second position for the duration of our plies. So let's give this a try from the top. We'll have 5, 6, arm up 7, open 8. We plie 1 and straight, and 2 and straight. And a grand plie, up 7 and 8. Then we releve, 4, 6, 3, and 4. We're gonna bring the arms first as we balance, 5 and 6. Lower the heels down 7. And then we're gonna open up the arms and legs. I'm gonna place this hand back down on the bar, 8. And now we're in second position, ready to repeat. Demi and straight, demi and straight, grand plie, up 7 and 8, then we releve, arms to first, find your balance, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, lower the heels, bring that right foot in front to 5th, demi and straight, grand plie, up 7 and 8, we releve, arms to first, hold it 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, lower the heels and open the arms. Now here's our cambre. Keeping those legs straight, we go down 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, then to the back and 2 and 3 and 4, up 5 and 6, arm comes down and closes together with the other arm en bas. And that is the end of our first plie combination on the right side. So we're going to perform this combination with music, and then we'll turn to face the other side and repeat it on the left with music. 6, arm up 7, open it 8. We plie 1, and straight, and 2, and straight, grand plie, and 6, coming up 7, and 8. We releve onto the balls of our feet, arms to first, balance 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Lower the heels, open it up to second position, and dip, and straight, plie, and straight. Grand plie, keep the heels on the floor, coming up 7, and 8. We releve, balls of our feet, arms to first. Remember to keep the arms nice and rounded. Hold it 5 and 6. Lower the heels, bring that right foot in front to 5th. Demi and straight. Demi and straight. Grand plie, 5 and 6. Up 7 and 8. We releve, 1, arms to first, hold it 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. We lower the heels, open the arms, let's cambre forward. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, coming up, 5, and 6, 7, and 8 to the back, 1, and 2, keep those legs straight, 3, and 4, coming up, 5, and 6, lower the arms to en bas and hold. Lovely, let's turn to the other side and do left. 6, arm up, 7, open, 8. We have demi, and straight, plie, and straight, grand plie, and 6, up 7, and 8, releve, both arms into first, keep the elbows lifted, keep holding, find your balance, and 6, we lower the heels, open it up, that left side to second, demi, and straight, and demi, and straight, keep the heels on the floor as you grand plie, 6, 7, and 8, releve, lifting the heels, arms to first, hold it 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, lower the heels, left foot in front to fifth, heel to toe, demi, and straight, and demi, and straight, grand plie, 6, up 7, and 8, releve for 1, arms to first, 2, and 3, and 4, keep holding, 5, and 6, lower the heels, open the arms, let's cambre forward, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, coming up on 5, 6, 7, and 8, cambre back, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, coming up on 5, and 6, we lower the arms to en bas, 8. All right, for our next combination at the bar, we're going to be doing tandoos. Tendu is the French word that means to stretch. So starting again at the bar with my left side at the bar, heels together in first. A tendu looks like this. I'm going to take my right foot and I'm just going to brush it to the front and fully point my toe so that it's just my toes on the floor. So from the front, I'm going to take that right foot, tendu to the front, fully point that foot, and then slide it back into first. Now remember, when we're in our first position, our legs are turned out. So we want to keep that turn out throughout every movement we make in ballet, including these tendus. So as I tendu, I'm going to take a look at my knee here. I want to make sure that my knee does not face the front, because otherwise that means that my leg is no longer turned out. So we want that knee to be open and rotated to the side, like you're trying to show that inner parts of your calf here to the front. So as we do these tendus, we're going to do them in a particular pattern. So for this pattern, it is known as en croix. That's 2 words, and that is French for in the shape of a cross. So for this combination, we're going to start in first. An en croix is a pattern of footwork, and it means you do something to the front, to the side, to the back, and then to the side. All right, so that is en croix. So our combination for these tendus, we're going to do 3 tendus, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 plie, just a demi plie. And we're going to do that en croix. So that will be 3 tendus to the front and a plie, 3 tendus to the side, plie, 3 tendus back, plie, and 3 tendus side, plie. So important thing to remember as you're doing these tendus, we talked about keeping the turnout when we bring that foot to the front. This is still going to remain true as we bring our foot to the side. Now, when I say side, I do not mean directly side. For most of us, our turnout is slightly less than a straight line. And so for our tendu to the side, it is going to be in the direction of our turnout. Now, when we go to the back, you do want to go directly behind you, but you still want to maintain that turnout. So to do that, we're going to engage the glutes, and our goal is to keep that knee from facing the floor. So my goal is to have my knee open towards you, yeah, and that's going to help keep my turnout even as I transition to the back. All right, so let's practice it with counts. As we do, your arms are going to stay in second position, and they will be pretty much identical to our plie combination before. And then once we're finished doing our en-croix pattern, front side, back side, we're going to bring that arm to first, both arms actually, and we're going to releve or rise onto the balls of our feet. And we're going to balance here for 1 8 counts plus 4 additional counts. So that's a total of 12 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on 5, 6, we're going to open our arms into seconds, lower the heels on 7, and plie and finish with our arms en bas on 8. And that is our whole tendu combination. So we're going to jump right in and try this with music. Arm up to second. We go front and a close. Front and a close. Front and close. Plie. Now to the side. Stay in your turnout. 2 and 3 and plie. Now to the back. Engage your glutes. There's 1, 2, 3, and plie. Now to the side. Last set. There's 1, 2, 3, and plie and straight. Here's our releve, arms to first. Find your balance. Keep holding 5, 6, 7, and 8. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open the arms. 6. Lower the heels and plie. Very nice. Let's try left side. 6, arm up to second. We go front and a close. 2 and close. 3, close, plie and straight. To the side in the direction of your turnout. There's 2, 3, close, plie, to the back. Keep it turned out. Keep that leg straight. 3, close, and plie to the side. 1 and a close. 2, close. 3, close, plie, and straight. Releve, arms to first. Hold it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open the arms. 6. Lower the heels and plie. All right, for our next combination at the bar, we're going to be doing a movement called degaze. Degaze is translated to mean disengage and is very, very similar to a tendu. The only difference is the foot is going to slightly come off the floor, just a couple of inches. So a degaze, same exact motion as a tendu. In fact, there's a full tendu in this motion, but once you get to the point where that foot is fully pointed on the floor, we're going to lift that leg up just a couple inches and it remains straight. Yeah? So your degaze brushes up and close. Up and close. The same rules apply with maintaining that turnout. You want to keep that knee open to the side. To the side, rolls are the same, going in the direction of your turnout. And then to the back, trying to utilize that glute muscle to remain turned out as you go to the back. And that's your degaze. So for our degaze combination, we're going to start this combination in fifth. So I'm going to start with my right foot front since we're on the right side. And I'm going to do 2 degazes en croix. So en croix, remember, is the pattern going front side, back side. So let's practice with counts. We will have 5, 6, arm up 7, and open 8. We'll dégage to the front 1, close it 2, and 3, close 4, then to the side, close it front, side, close it to the back. Now to the back and a close, back and a close, side, close it back, side, close it front. Now from here, I'm going to do a stretch or another cambre to the side. So we've already done the cambre where we go forward and back. Now we're going to stretch our sides. So I'm going to take this right hand here. I'm going to reach out, up, and over. And I'm going to reach towards the bar. So I'm arching to the side. I'm going to have 4 counts to reach over. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then come up 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to reach the other way. So I'm going to take this left arm that's over here, let go of the bar, and I'm going to reach up and over 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then come back up 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then from there, we're going to plie and bring both arms down to finish. And that will be the end of our dégagé combination. So let's give it a try with music. 6, arm up and open. We go front and a close. Front and a close. Side, close it front. Side, close it back. Now to the back and a close. Back and a close. Side and a close. Side, close it front. Now reaching in towards your bar, towards that left side. Come up. 6, 7, and 8. We reach the other way. 2, 3, 4, and up. 6, 7, and 8. Plie to finish. Very nice. Let's try it on the left side. 6, arm 7, and 8. We go front and a close. Front and a close. Side, close it front. Side, close it back. Now to the back. And a 2, 3, and a 4. Side, close it back. Side, close it front. Reaching in towards the bar. 3, and a 4. Coming up. 6, 7, and 8. We reach away. 2, 3, and 4. Coming up. 6, 7, and 8. Plie to finish. All right, our next combination at the bar is going to be Rondjons. So Rondjon is 3 words, and it means round of the leg. So starting with that right foot, I'm going to begin by doing a tendu to the front. So my foot is fully pointed, and I'm going to keep that leg straight, and I'm going to draw a half circle all the way around to the back, and then close it into first. So that was a Rondjon, round of the leg. So to do this first Rondjon, we're going to have 4 counts of music to bring it from the front all the way around and then back into first. So I'm going to start my first count 1 with the tendu front. So this will be 1. I'm going to bring it to the side and hold it there 2, bring it to the back 3, and then close it in 4. So for every count, our movement will stop for this first Rondjon. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Now for this next Rondjon, we're going to smooth it out. So there's not going to be any stopping as we bring that leg through. So we'll have 5, 6, 7, close 8. So that's our first 8 counts of Rondjons. That's 2 Rondjons coming from the front. And that first one, we stop and start as we go around. And in that second one, we smooth it out. So after we do that second smooth Rondjon from first, we're going to do 2 more Rondjons, and they're going to be faster. So we're going to bring that foot around 1 and 2, then again 3 and 4. And instead of closing in first like we were doing before, I'm going to leave my leg behind me in what looks like a tendu. And I'm going to lift the leg up. Okay, so let's go back from the top. We had 1 and 2 and 3, close it 4, then smooth it out. 6, 7, and 8, then faster 1 and 2, 3, and 4. Hold it there, and we're going to lift the leg for 5, 6, 7, and then close it into first position on 8. Now we're going to reverse this combination and do it same leg on the right, but do it from the back. So from the top, going from the back, we'll have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, then smooth it out. 6, 7 and 8, then faster. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Holding the foot in front here, we lift it up. 5, 6, 7, close in first. Then from there, we're just going to bring our arm down and plie to finish, and that'll be the end of our Rondjon combination on the right. So let's give it a try with music. 6, arm up, 7 and 8. We go to the front. 2, 3, close it. 4, smooth it out. 5 and 6 and 7, close to first. Now quicker 1, around 2, again 3, around 4, leave it there, lift it up, and 6 and 7, close to first. Now from the back, 1 and 2 and 3, close first, smooth it out. 5 and 6 and 7, close to first, speed it up. 1, around 2 and 3, around 4, hold it there, lift it up, and 6 and 7, close to first, and plie to finish. Lovely. Turn, we're going to do it on the left. 6, arm up, 7, open, 8. We go, 1, 2, 3, close 4, smooth it out. 5 and 6 and 7, close to first, faster. 1, around 2 and 3, around 4, leave it there and lift. Hold it. 6, hold it. 7, close to first. Now from the back, 1 and 2 and 3, close first, smooth it out. 5 and 6 and 7, close to first, faster. 1, around 2 and 3 and 4, lifted. 5 and 6 and 7, closing 8. Plie to finish. Our next combination at the bar, and our last combination at the bar for today, is going to be a movement known as a fondue movement. So fondue actually means to melt. So our movement is going to be very melty and slow, and we want to have that movement quality behind this exercise here. So for our fondue combination, I'm going to start in 5th position with my right foot in front. I'm going to take this front foot, and I'm going to just kind of scoop it off the floor and slide it up the leg into a coupe position. So coupe means to cut, and it really is. It's almost like cutting up through the floor to bring that foot right in front of the ankle. So notice here my knee is open to the side because we're still working in our turnout. The foot is pointed, of course, and my pinky toe is just barely touching the front of my ankle. So you want to make sure that your heel on this right leg is not leaned up against the foot or against the ankle like this. This is known as sickling, and we want to avoid that. We want to have a nicely presented foot with the heel being pushed forward. So this is your coupe position, and this is the first position you will come to in this fondue phrase here. So starting from 5th, right foot front, I'm going to coupe that foot, and as I do, you're going to plie that leg, and that's all happening at the same time here. So I start in 5th at the same time. That's all in one count, okay? So this will be on 1. Now, that's only the first half of your fondue step. The next step is to straighten that supporting leg. So I'm going to straighten that left leg. And as I do, I'm going to extend this right leg in front. And it almost looks like a degaze, like how we were doing these before. So you have fondue 1 and extend both legs 2. That is your fondue. So You need both of these movements for it to be a fondue. Just doing one or the other is not a fondue. They have to be together. So we're going to do one fondue on quad. Here's what that's going to look like. We're going to have fondue 1, extend it to the front, 2, and then I'm going to come back to this position and extend it side. Then from here, I'm going to take this foot and bring it to the back of our ankle, and now it's free to extend to the back. And then we have one more fondue to the side to finish our en croix set, okay? So from this point, you will use your arm for this combination. The pattern of the arm goes down, up, and open. And it does this with every fondue. Down, up to first, and open to second. So if I do that with my fondue, I'll have my preparation on 5 and 6. It'll come up 7 and open 8. Here's 1 and 2. Then fondue to the side, fondue and extend. Foot to the back, fondue and extend, fondue and extend. Now from here, I'm going to bring this foot back into a coupe along with my arm, bringing it back to a first position. Now as I do that, I'm going to find my balance in a releve coupe for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And actually we're going to hold for another 4 counts. So this will be a 12 count hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to slide this foot down the leg, and I'm going to come to what's known as a su-su position, or under over. And so my feet are turned out, they're right next to each other. And I'm going to open my arms, step forward with that front foot, and plie in 5th to finish. Now, so that is our fondue combination. So let's give it a try on the right side. 6, arm up 7, and open 8. Then we fondue to the front, fondue to the side, in your turnout, fondue to the back, fondue to the side. Now bring it into coupe, 1 and 2, hold it 3 and 4, keep holding, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, keep holding, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, slide it down the leg, 5, open the arm, 6, and plie 7 to finish 8. Very nice. Let's try left side. 6, arm up 7, and open 8. We fondue 1 to the front, fondue to the side, bring it to the back, fondue to the back, then fondue to the side. Bring that foot to the front and coupe, releve, find your balance. Both arms are in first, hold it 5 and 6 and 7, keep holding 8, engage your core to help with your balance, and 2 and 3 and 4, slide it down the leg, 5 and 6, open the arms, plie to finish on 8. All right, so at this point in the class, you are welcome to pause the video to have a moment to move your bar to the side. You will not be needing it anymore for the rest of class. Take a minute to get yourself some water if you need to, stretch a little bit if you need to, and then come back and we'll get started with our center work.